jubilation, including Olori Naomi, concerning the fact that the Ooni has come out to make a public statement that he won't be taking another wife. These women, the last time we checked, most of them started bringing in wives into the palace for the Ooni to take, because they felt if the Ooni takes a new wife, which is in their favor, they would have a lot of things under their control. People like Ronke brought in a woman for the Ooni to marry, and after we heard how she was trying to make things work out for herself and the new supposed bride she has brought into the palace, we still heard how Miriam also brought her own into the palace for the Ooni to marry. So at some point it became like, now who these women want, now Ooni go marry you. But right now, the Ooni has made it a public statement, and he has stated it very, very clear that he is not taking another wife. Perhaps not now or not anytime soon, because these things can change. Nobody knew he was going to marry Elizabeth, yet Elizabeth came into the palace. So these things, they are not certain. So right now, it seems like Ooni is beginning to sabotage every single move these women have against him, because they felt he might be eager to take another wife, like bring another woman into the palace, so they could gradually use that against him. Because remember that the Ooni, aside having the woman he called his wife legally, he still have other women he sees, like his concubines, that their Mariam and Ronke keep trying to use over time. All those ones, they keep trying to, make sure that they set up pregnancy rumors with them and the rest. They are all Ooni's concubines. And then, from that, they know very well that the Ooni can just wake up one morning and decide to make any of those his wives. But he has not done that in a very, very long time. Yes, those women have been there for a long time, but the Ooni has not considered making any one of them his wife, despite there was a time that Lola even came out trying to prove to the Ooni that she's worthy to be called his wife, not just a concubine. But the Ooni did not give it attention or any single thing per se. So right now, no, this woman's one agenda once again has been sabotaged, as the Ooni is not finding it likely, or is not finding taking another wife convenient. According to the Ooni, he wants to stay and focus on the marriage that he is almost losing. And if you would understand, know that some days ago, Olori Naomi wanted to open up a brand new divorce case. And this divorce case, who will it favor? It will favor Naomi, because Naomi badly wants to stay off the palace drama. She wants to stay off all the gbas that have been happening in the palace. And with that, for the only way that she can stay off is if she would divorce the Ooni. So she fired for a fresh divorce once again. And with what we followed up from the last divorce that Naomi fired, it did not end well. From the women of Ile-Ife to the elders of Ile-Ife to the Ooni himself, the prominent men, Ooni's brother and the sisters, everybody came together to make sure that that divorce between the Ooni and Olori Naomi does not pull through. All of them came together. For the first time, we saw the palace in so much unity, making sure that Naomi does not leave the palace for any reason at all. So right now that she has come out with a fresh rumor of divorce, and then the Ooni has come out again to say that he's not further taking any wife at all, it is just a proof that that is the marriage that Ooni is talking of, that he needs to focus on. But right now, remember that Ooni and his wives are not so in good terms. All these other Oloris in the palace, they are not so much in good terms, because they keep doing what the Ooni doesn't want. Yes, they keep doing what the man doesn't want. So even him, he has to be considerate. It's not about taking more wives. It is not about having lots of them stuck in the house. It is about having the right set of persons in your life. And the earlier Ooni gets to realize this, the better it will be for him. Because Olori Naomi has become one singular person who is so adorable. Naomi is just too adorable, so amazing. And no matter what happens today, he will attest to the fact that Naomi remains the best thing that has ever happened to him. Now, when we speak about the Oloris, we always hear common names like Mariam, Ronke, Tobi Phillips. Sometimes we always forget that we have people like Elizabeth, Peju, Temitope in the palace. Now, why do we keep forgetting these people frequently? It's the fact that they have mastered the craft of minding their business. These people have mastered that singular act of minding their business, and with that singular reason, it is a proof that there are some persons that can actually give their own a peace of mind. Yes, he did not just choose wisely. Look at what Miriam's husband came out to say during that period. Miriam's husband came out to say that the Ooni should not be fooled with the state of things, because Miriam did not change in any way at all. Yes, Miriam did not change. And when Miriam left him, if only the Ooni did his research right, if only the Ooni um, checked very well, he would not even have ended up with Miriam, because Miriam is no good human being. All the problem that Miriam caused him, that he was thinking maybe is a character malfunction or something or the other, are the same things Miriam is doing to the Ooni. Miriam comes into someone's life only to break what the person has built, and that is where he's beginning to pity the Oni, because the Oni is really suffering and going through a lot. He's going through a lot of things with Miriam. So right now, no, my people, that's so the matter can't take be. And if we would want to overemphasize on this matter, we will begin to state the fact that Mariam and Ronke just have the same character. Tobi Phillips that joined these people lately, she's beginning to do past herself. Yes, Tobi is beginning to do past herself. Just some days ago, we heard how she came into the palace to attack. Afterwards, she went back to get gifts for Olori and Naomi. And with all of these things, you would agree with me that these women have a sense of humor in them. There is no way that they would not tell themselves that what we are doing is wrong. Yes, and with all of these things, nothing still favors them in the palace. Nothing still favors them in the palace. Now they only have still done something that is in favor of Olori and Naomi. They are all jubilating, but we know that the person who is jubilating more is Olori and Naomi, because this has been done in her favor, and the Ooni has done this particularly for her because she raised a rumor of divorce, and he doesn't want a divorce scandal between him and Olori and Naomi again. Considering how the last one went, nobody would want a divorce scandal with his wife. And based on how the turn his own took with Olori and Naomi, it involved the whole kingdom, and everybody was involved on that divorce, so he wouldn't want it again. But my people right now know all the wives are celebrating, they're jubilating, and you won't blame them. They feel they have achieved something with this particular one, so let them celebrate. So my people right now, na so the matter can't take be. Olori Naomi herself, let's just say the truth, she's in celebration that the owner is not willing to add more wahala to the palace as wives, and this is one of the good news she has heard in recent times.